So I've been watching a lot of different YouTube videos, and this one lately I've been seeing a handful of times where you use this fence post mix, which creates a foam. It's supposed to replace two 50-pound bags of concrete, and it doesn't weigh very much at all. I would say it weighs a pound and a half or less. It says it's 33 US fluid ounces. So the way it works, it's a two-part mix. I don't know if you can see through here. And so I am going to throw this on the tripod, and then we're going to cut this open. We're going to pour equal parts into these cups that the guy at McAllister's Deli was so nice to give me. And we're going to try and fill 2 masks with this concoction. Alright, so here we go. And yes, it's January, and for some unknown reason, it's 50 degrees, which is pretty much unheard of for these parts. Now, I did buy this stuff at the dollar store, so I could throw it away in case this epoxy type stuff got stuck on it. I know it's probably wasteful, but it is what it is. So, based on all the other videos, you can, as it says, burst the seal and roll in the direction, and then it's supposed to open this up, and then you mixes with here, and then you have like 20 seconds on here, okay? But what I've seen everybody else do is you cut it in half. Wow, and these dollar store scissors cut very well. Pleasant surprise. And then they cut, which gets the bag open, and then you pour it on in, and you try and do 2 equal parts. Which actually I'm pretty proud of myself, because my makeshift table is on an angle, but it looks like we have 2 equal parts of this stuff. This one here is marked A. So that other stuff would be B. And we're going to cut this one more time. Get my knife out of here. This one is thicker. And it looks like it's very green. And I'm following the printing or graphics on the cup. Now, I'm outside doing this because, according to the other videos, this concoction is very, very stinky. So you want to do this in a well-ventilated area. You want to be wearing safety goggles. And we're putting the A and the B together. That was B. This is A. And then it says you have 20 seconds to mix them. Now the one thing they didn't say in any of the other videos is if they tape off the eyes, or if they said that, I didn't hear them. But a couple of the people I saw do this made their own masks, and I don't have that level of sophistication as of yet. So alright, so we're right at the 20-second mark. Looks like you need a little bit more. It is feeling like it's firming up. Here is our mask. It still looks like the consistency is going to pour right through it, so let's try and... There we go, I can feel it firming up in there. You want safety glasses on because this is kind of definitely splashing around, and you definitely do not want it in your eyes. So... successfully dumped some on my table. So it is starting to turn into some kind of foam. I know everybody wants to know what's going to happen. Well, I have no idea. Hopefully I didn't just destroy this mask, but that's why I did a $17 mask rather than a much more expensive mask. So it's starting... starting to foam up. Now, one problem with this mask, oh yeah, it's coming through the eyes. I'm gonna leave it like this for a second until it starts expanding a little bit more, because the slit in the back kind of makes it a difficult deal. Now it's very sticky, like great stuff. So you definitely want to be wearing gloves. And it is getting warm, like I've heard reported in the past. So I guess it would have been a good idea to have this thing taped better, or even stapled. I'm trying to think of what I have within arm's reach, and I don't really have anything, so what I'm going to wind up having to do is just shave off the excess and probably sand down around the eyes. And of course these cups are going to start blowing now, so it's already starting to kind of get firm. So when I mount my heads, I like to have them have a support where the spine would be, and so I am recycling or repurposing or upcycling, whatever you want to call it. This is for shelving, and I feel like it's going to have a very nice mounting base. Alright, so this thing is coming around. It is full. Try pulling some of this out real quick. Wow, and it is really, really warm. Unbelievable. So, it's totally doing its thing. And now I'm leaving this longer so it gives me room to play with it. So when it's time to put it on the body, whether it's a mannequin I already have or if I'm going to construct something, I can cut this down at that time with a hacksaw or even a sawzall. And this is really still growing, which is awesome. But it is making him look more Buddha-esque than how he looked in the other video. And sorry for the shadow, you can see the GoPro. So, and because I did it on an angle, now this, actually it's not such a bad deal. Perfect. So it is still wet in the top part, and I did anticipate probably having to do a little bit of painting around the eyes. And once this all dries, I imagine you could take some sandpaper or a Dremel and make it the way you want it. So this is what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, the shadow is killing it right now. But God bless the sun. So it's just doing its thing. And this actually is it might look like a nice spinal injury when this is all dry. So I'll let this dry and come back to it. So this is the first one. Have to do a little bit of work, just cutting out around the eyes and painting in. It's a little bit bloated and deformed, but that's fine. The back is already workable. This is all good for when I mount it. So overall, I'm real happy with how this turned out. And it's firm. So, and actually you can make it look like the skull was crushed or painted so it looks like he has a skull fracture. So, real happy with how this turned out.
Like and share, like and share, like and share. Subscribe to the page, subscribe to the page, subscribe. You don't want me in your dreams, do you? Maybe you do.